This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. I'd like to tell you about my adventures at the Austin Film Festival 2022. This is my first go with this festival, and it's been very interesting thus far. This is day number 3 for me. But the events in the festival are scattered all over the city, and a lot of the venues are within walking distance of the greater downtown area if you have good legs. Well, unfortunately, I don't got those no more. So we tromp around and do the best we can. Because of problems with this particular program, I'm going to save the audio commentary till the end of the slides. So hang on if you want to know more about these events. During the contest, your script may pass to the second round, then to the finalist round, and these will be judged and a winner picked. So there is a single winner for the entire contest. These are rather prestigious as you go from the second round to the finalist. And you do get some additional perks when you get to the finalist category, like, for example, having your fees for the conference refunded. So, you want to have your script in good shape. When you enter it, it wants to be in the best shape you can possibly get it before you enter it. So don't enter something that's just in the early stages of processing. So save your script, get it polished, and then finally get it in there. Now, I did participate in the pitch contest. Now, these pitches are 90 seconds long, and 90 seconds is not very long. So, when you get up there on stage, what you do is you announce your project, you tell what kind of genre it is, and then you just straight go for it. A Louisiana family of Sicilian origin decides to take their first vacation to their home island in 3 generations. When they arrive on Monday, they find that they are related to one of the most powerful mafia families in Sicily, and that their 2 sons, who are between wives and girlfriends, will be married on Friday to 2 women they have never heard of, or none will leave the island alive. An inducement is that these are 2 very attractive gals, and they have 100,000 euros a year to support them. So what's not to like? They tour the island, but are beset upon by a rival mob from Naples who make several ingenious attempts to kill them. Finally, on the eve of the wedding, at the bachelor and bachelorette parties, the guys get cold feet. And they arrange, through the aid of their gay hairdresser uncle and an Irish priest, to be seen naked in bed with 2 gay strippers on the eve of the wedding by their prospective brides. And the brides are horrified. And they go to Luigi the Claw, their father and uncle, and want to call it off. Nothing doing. A contract is a contract. Blah, blah, blah. The wedding is Friday. It proceeds. Luigi is stabbed in the church. The wedding proceeds. Finally, at the reception, yet another attempt is made to kill him. Poison this time. But the rival mob members are arrested by the Italian Anti-Mafia Association. And it seems that they have been put in the witness protection program in the U.S. So they drive down to the air base at Sorgonella so they can make an escape. In the meantime, they are shot at yet again by police who are trying to fulfill a contract, but finally make it on the C-130 and fly away to safety in the United States with the looming mass of Mount Etna and the rising sun in the background. In the meantime, the son of the Nepalese mob leader lies on his bed, cut across the chest and the buttocks by one of the gals, pounding a phone to atoms and decrying eternal vengeance. The pitches were very well polished for the most part, and it was difficult for the judges to pick two who would go on to the final round of the Pitch Fest. Now, if you won the Pitch Fest, or if you are even placed in the final round, the people listening to the fest were actually producers and directors, people with money. Yeah. So you wanted to make it to that final round. And so go prepared to do that. Get them down straight, because be assured that everybody else has. Then, the next most valuable thing I found were the round tables. Now, you may sign up for one of these a day. And these tables are peopled and headed by people in the industry who are actually out there doing stuff every day. They're making movies, they're sitting in writers' rooms, and so on and so on and so on. So you have your chance to ask directed questions to them and take advantage of it. I went to 3 of them, and I found their information very valuable to inform me about the goings-on on things like the writer's room during film production. And what I discovered was I wanted no part of that. No, I'm an independent writer. I want to produce my scripts. I want to see it made in a movie. But writer's room stuff, no, that wasn't really for me. There are a great number of panels offered, many too many for a person to go to because they are held simultaneously in different venues. Consequently, you pick the panels that you think are most appropriate for you at whatever your stage is. They might be in script writing, they might be in film production, they might be in aspects of advertising or personal promotion and so on. So that was good. Then we had a series of panels by Pixar. I don't know why Pixar was so heavily represented, but there were an entire panel about Pixar productions. Now, Pixar produces animated film. I don't write animated film. I don't want to write animated film. And I don't want to be a member of a writer's room for animated film. Because these guys, once they are chosen, are in that film for up to 4 years producing it. So if you saw any of their animated films, and I have seen 1 or 2, they go through the nit-gritty of everything every day. And as I listened, I started to think, well, what of value is this process to me? What it taught me was that writers very seldom have all the tools to write a really, really, really good script in their own toolbox. You often need help. And people who go through film writing schools or take film in college and so on and so on and so on, they have their screenplays constantly workshopped by interaction with their fellow students, with their professors who grade them and give them tips and so on and so on and so on, all through the process. And these people are there, and they are there by the hundreds. So if you're out there producing your script by yourself, you're behind the 8-ball guy. If you need help, if you want help, if you can accept help, by all means seek it and get it. Because they have. So you want to even the playing field. The winners of the script contest were those who had collaborated in some ways, either through college or through fellowships or some other way, to produce really prize-winning scripts. That's how they did it, and that's how you need to do it. Some individual challenges were given by various speakers during the festival. One of these was to come up with a personal log line. Well, after contemplation, I came up with one for me. And my log line is, I'm Hovey Smith. I'm the writer of more than 20 books, the producer of 900 YouTube videos, been host of podcast radio for about a year, and the purpose of my efforts is to help people help themselves. Plunk. That's what I'm doing here. That's what I've done in my outdoor books. That's what I've done in my business books. And that's what I'll do at these festivals. And did. I talked to a lot of people and gave them some pointed advice about how to improve their lot in life over whatever projects they happen to be working with. Now, at the end of the festival, there were concluding remarks by Shane Black. Well, I had no idea who Shane Black was. Well, Shane Black has been associated with these festivals for years, and he has produced, written for several films. And he has suffered from some personal problems, notably drugs and alcohol, but overcome those. And he is presently the head of the board of industry advisors for the festival. Now, he speaks in plain and very earthy language. And in his concluding remarks, the gist of it was that he thought it was absolutely remarkable that so many people were so persistent in pursuing a career with such abysmal odds of success. He pointed out that at any given time, 96% of the actors belonging to the Actors Guild are out of a job. Woof. And the chances of a writer actually writing a screenplay and get it produced successfully into a movie were something less than 7%. Whoa! Maybe as less as 1%. Whoa! Why would anyone persist in perfecting a craft that takes years to do with such a slim possibility of success? Asked if he were personally satisfied with what he had done, he replied that he was more tormented by it than satisfied. That he produced, but he was not happy. Why do it? He felt driven to do it. He did it to exorcise his own personal demons. Well, you might say that I am a driven writer too, although I have a different perspective. He is 60 years old now, and he thinks he's nearing the end of his career. Well, I'm 80 years old, and I'm certainly nearing the end of my career. We humans only live to 100 at best. Well, what am I getting out of it? Well, after he concluded with his rather gloomy remarks, he recognized me, and I stood up and spoke. And what I told the audience was something like this. I can offer hope. I'm 80 years old. I've done 20 books, 900 YouTube videos, a year of podcast radio, and more recently have written 2 novels and 3 screenplays, and I'm having a hell of a ride and enjoying the blazes out of it, whether these things are actually produced or not. I write to please myself, and I do. And that got a round of thunderous applause from those assembled in the audience. Yeah, there is hope. You might never produce a saleable screenplay, however hard you try. That's fact. You will probably not produce a saleable screenplay if you try hard and attempt it all by yourself. Probably not. So, write your screenplays, but have something else to do on the side so you can make a living and at least to some degree prosper. Now, I can help here because I have a business book. Make your own job anytime, anywhere, at any age. And it means exactly that. This book has been well reviewed by Kirkus and recommended by the U.S. Review of Books. Kirkus called it a worthy book for the newbie entrepreneur. It is basically a master's of business education in 150 pages. It tells you, most significantly, how to come up with a genuinely new business idea. Then, how to start your own business in the United States, step by step. What to name it, how to raise money, who to seek for partners, how to do copyrights, how to write patents, how to work with people in other countries, and so on and so on and so on, and ultimately, how to dispose of a successful business. Then, that's when you do the business you love, whether it pays off or not. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm writing screenplays because I'm challenged by it. It's interesting. I'm with an interesting younger bunch of folks. I'm excited by the prospects, and they may stand a chance of snowball in hell ever getting made. But we go through the process because we love it. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.